Hey everyone, it's Nicole Cherise from NicoleCherise.newsite.net. I hope everybody's doing well, had a, good week so far, having a good summer, but the girl is back in here. Now, normally I know I speak about MS Warrior stuff and, some motivational, inspirational things. But I kind of want to tap into something else that's very important to me, which is some of my reality TV shows that I'm always watching. And one in particular is called Married at First Sight. This is season 9 of the show. And this particular location is in Charlotte. I have to tell y'all, it's 4 couples. And they have been off the chain. If you haven't watched it, please binge watch and tune in. Now, I know some people have different views about the show because some people feel like it's a mockery of marriage and things of that. But there's been some couples that have been very successful in it, so I'm all for it. And it's just quite interesting. So things like this really, really intrigue me. And I'm just want to give my little 2 cents about it for just a few moments of your time. But anyway, so the couples are Iris and Keith, which Iris is a virgin, and it's been spoke about so much through the season. But even though it's kind of annoying sometimes, but I do think it's beautiful. I do think that is something sacred. And Keith is definitely someone who's very, very, strong and patient in this day and age to, take that seriously of her and, want to make it work. Then the other couples is Jamie and Elizabeth, whereas Elizabeth, she's a daddy's girl, real daddy's princess, but times 1,000. And, she's full of life, full of energy. And, I just think she's a little over the top, but she has a decent heart, and Jamie seems like a really good guy too. But when he gets pissed off, it's like he really lashes out. And they have been having really, really bad, intense, toxic arguments. So, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to do this video and this truck just won't let me be great. So, sorry guys. Anywho. So Jamie, he's a good guy and everything. And the thing is, though, is that when he gets pissed off, he nitpicks and then he just makes her feel low about herself. Obviously, she battles some low self-esteem going on there. And when they have arguments, it's really bad. It gets really, really bad and out of control. So, I don't know. They got to really push through. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are about that, who do watch the show. Then the next couple is Deanna and Greg, which to me, they're probably one of my favorite couples on the show because I think they really are a match made in heaven. I just think that the dilemmas that they deal with is the fact that, Deanna, she wasn't in a relationship for 10 years. And so this is very new for her. And she holds a lot of stuff in. So it's I can tell she does really care about Greg a lot, but it's just a real process. And she just, has some trust things going on. So vulnerability, is a real key thing that she's working on, and Greg is very, very patient with that. And he also he sees her needs, he's meeting them, and I just really think that they're going to go the long haul. I really do. I have a lot of faith in their that couple. And the last couple is Matt and Amber. Matt was an ex professional basketball player, and Amber, she is a middle school teacher. And Amber she struggles with abandonment issues because her mom left her and her twin sister with the father, when she was young. And Matt, he's struggling too because, his parents were married. They got a divorce and it was pretty ugly. They weren't even at the wedding. They didn't even know he was doing this. He's very, very secretive and a little closed in. And it's just really, really interesting to see how their story's unfolding because he's doing really bad things staying out all night, without contacting her. So automatically she gets very emotional and she gets very upset because she feels like she's being abandoned and she feels like she's not good enough. And to me, with that being said, I feel like they need to have their own like individual counseling, because they both need to grow and heal from their past. And once they can do that, I think that they're gonna just take off, because everything else with them is pretty good and solid. But he just disappears because he just needs time, he just needs space, and he has to learn that that's not what it's like to be a husband. So anyway, if you do watch the show, I want to know what's your thoughts about this season, because like I said, it has really been off the hook. I'm like totally checked in to this show. I just love it. And I just want to know what you think. And if you haven't watched the show, please tune in. It's pretty cool. Like I said, season 9, it comes on Lifetime. And what else? They're actually filming or starting to film for New Orleans. So that should be quite interesting. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Thanks for tuning in.